This is a trapping video. I will be trapping wild animals, and there will be dead animals. So if you don't like that, like I've said before, do us both a favor and just go view something else. So having said that, let's have a look at something. Back here in the pines, where I got the strange double, four-wheeler still down, so I'm on foot, which would explain me panting a little bit, but got another yote in this cubby set. Something had come in here yesterday and had been gnawing on the beaver carcass. I thought maybe it was a gray fox, but it turned out to be this big male yote here. Number 2 Bridger Douglas, just a beaver carcass. Ignored this dirt hole over here. But, I'm pulling these sets over here on Quicksand Creek, which is over that way, and moving on. And also, I'd like to give a shout out to Scott from Pennsyltucky Trapper. Him and his kids made a video, and it was their version of my life, and it's pretty entertaining, but I really appreciated that, and just wanted them to know that. So everybody take care, and on we go. Okay, that was the last bit of footage from Quicksand Creek for this season. I pulled sets over there, and I'm back here a little bit closer to home, and I'll show you where I'm going. Right down in there. And I haven't trapped down there before. I've been there, of course. That's Middle Fork. It leads into Quicksand Creek, which so does Spring Fork over this way. But yeah, I gotta make some beaver sets down there. Guy asked me to trap some out. I'll show you that situation a little later on. I'll probably set a couple dog proofs, and I may set a yote set or two. I got to be careful back in here. This is leased, and I'd prefer not to catch anybody's rabbit dogs. But I'll set in some spots where nobody's going to be hunting for rabbits anyway. Yep, heading down in there, folks. So we'll see what happens. On we go. All right, here's the situation. This guy asked me to get these beaver out of here. I think they're just one, but here's the road. This is a trail up through Middle Fork. Get a lot of recreational riders from pretty much all over the place, and they don't have a road anymore. It's flooded out because of the beeves, or beaver. So I set this up yesterday. I don't plan on staying over here long. I wish I could, but it's a real long haul, and you break down out here, you're looking at a really long walk out. I mean, miles, but we'll go check this out. There's also some yoke tracks here. I wish I had a little more time and do a little canine trapping, but I don't know if anybody coon hunts up in here or not. Said I always like to set where people aren't going to be hunting for obvious reasons, but let's go check our sets, see what's going on. You can see what this beaver's been up to. I think there's just one in here, and that's probably it right there in this 330. Don't look very big. Had a castor mound set. Some Dobbins Beaver Plus, and some of my lure that I make with beaver castor and glycerin. Let me get this guy up here and have a look at it. Might be a large. I don't know. But that's probably the only one in here. A lot of people, they'll see sign like that and think there's, 3 or 4 beaver in a place like this. But one beaver can do a whole lot of damage as far as chewing stuff up. So I'll probably tear the dam out, yank these sets since it's so far to come over the hills and whatnot, and get a little closer to home. So on we go. Yeah, this is what you call off the beaten path. I love places like this. Unfortunately, others do too, but that's fine. This time of the year, though, I generally have the woods to myself. There's a few hunters out and stuff, but not that many. All you hear out here is the occasional plane. Warm weather, especially on the weekends, there'll be people riding through here, drinking a few beers, and most of them are pretty cool. There's that little beaver picked up. I gotta get on up to the low gap and check some traps up there. I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. On we go. Got an old mining road here. Comes through these pines and all this grass and stuff, and goes out to the end of that point. Got a couple sets out that way, and set this up a couple days ago. Picked up this yote here. Decent sized male, probably about average. I don't know, probably goes 40 pounds, but that's a 1.5 bridger. Got it by a couple toes, and had a little GH2 up on this, and it's just a dirt hole set with my predator bait in it, and a little Caven's canine force. So I'll get this one loaded up and onward. Back out here at this dead end road that comes in off this contour. Comes through the pines there, and once again this set's paid off. Starting to lose track of the critters I've caught here. Caught bobcats here, yotes. I think this may be the first gray fox, but that's a nice one. Pretty male. Nice coat on it. Number 2 Bridger Douglas. And a dirt hole set at the base of that little pine tree. Baited with canine force and my blue cheese predator bait. So, a nice little fox there. Onward. Ew, we got a couple mink sets under this bridge here. The bottom edge set over there, and a couple number 1 cool springs there. And I got a mink box over here, and that's about the prettiest mink I've ever seen. Yep, it's a skunk. Bridger 120. I've never caught a mink in a mink box. That's just an old mailbox somebody threw away. Had some duck feathers back there and some mink litter. Then we got a stinker. Oh boy. Down we go. Right back at this set, coming off this contour here, and I just caught a gray fox in this yesterday or day before, and now we got a big boar coon. Number 2 Bridger Douglas. A good catch on him there. Said that's a big coon there. Excuse me. My blue cheese predator bait and Caven's canine force dirt hole. Base of that tree. It's a nice coon. Onward. Got a cattle trail here, and we have a dead cow. I've seen 3 of these this year, and sometimes I'll snare around them, sometimes I won't, but yotes have been feeding on this, so I set this up, concealed that number 3 Duke down on the ground there, and got this female. Not a bad looking yote. I may take it home, I don't know. See if it's rubbed at all. Not really. Oh, there's another yote out of the population. Excuse me. I'd like to give a shout out to Fins, Feathers, and Fur. If y'all don't care, check his channel out. Young man's got some good videos. So, I'll get this critter out of the trap, reset it, and onward. Got a dead end road here coming off this old strip mine, and that goes out and stops, obviously. And there's a gas well out there. It's motorized. I can hear the pump running right now, but I set up a dirt hole set along here, and just a second and I'll show you what we got. That gray fox right there, that is a female. They don't get very big, maybe 8 to 10 pounds if that. Like I said, these things can climb trees, so they don't have heavy bodies. Number 2 Bridger dogless, dirt hole set, and let's see, I think Minnesota red for the lure, and then my blue cheese predator bait. Deja vu. Same set, caught the female in a couple days later. Big old male. Number 3 Duke. Just buried it in that mess there. And that yoke there makes me 50. Now, not 50 this season, 50 as long as I've been trapping coyotes, which has been 3.5 seasons. So I'm pretty happy with that milestone. Also, I'd like to dedicate this catch here to Brian. He works for the gas company up in here, and I've run into him several times. And he's a new subscriber. He's always wondering what I caught and asking me questions about trapping and stuff. So there you go, Brian. That was for you, buddy. Alrighty. Later, folks. Back here on this contour again, where I've had a lot of success. I had a set out there yesterday, flipped. Got a cubby set over there, but carcasses ain't keeping in this weather, so that one's shot. It's going to get 70 today, maybe even 80. It's been ridiculous trapping weather. But I picked up a nice tomcat here. Dirt hole set. It's wallered out because I've caught a coyote in it. Yeah, that thing's still moving. I just dispatched it. But nice spots on that. Like I said, it's a tom, about average sized. Pretty cat. Number 2 Bridger dogless. I had Caven's Canine Force. I think Minnesota red, and I even put some Blackie's Deathwind down there along with my blue cheese bait. And my guess is that will probably be my last catch for this season. So we'll see though. I got a couple more sets. Pretty cat. Well, that's it for the 2016-2017 trapping season. Didn't do too bad. The weather could have been better, that's for sure. Way too warm. But all in all, pretty good season. I'd like to thank y'all for coming along, and I appreciate all my subscribers out there. Now it's time to go shave and do something else. So I'll see you guys later.